Welcome back. Their current time is approximately 12:10 p.m. on this March 8th, 2025, Saturday. And, well, unfortunately, okay, I guess the coast is clear now. I did not want to interrupt their lunch out here, which is slowly thawing out, and so that's why they've been feasting on it. But like I said, I did not want to interrupt them as I am headed out, and we will do that in just one moment. Okay, and here we are. And yeah, I am going to subject myself to the cold once again in order to bring you more content. And no biggie. And yeah, more than likely I'll end up getting kamikazed by these sparrows, as there's still leftovers of pancakes out here. I'll dim this down a little bit. I'm not sure if we're blurred out or what the case may be. But anyways, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you tuned into this morning's matinee feature, as this is somewhat a continuation of thoughts in regards to what I brought to the table, if you will. Now, I've been posting content for quite a few years, and I put up with an awful lot of nonsense through this platform while being on this platform. And it's just been ongoing almost since the very beginning, just because of argumentation over narratives, right? Well, looking back, oh hey, there's a rather fresh one back here. We can see it. Am I getting it? I don't know. Getting that harsh glare condition that's kicking off. And I didn't realize it, but my screen got rather dusty. And so that's kind of hindering what I'm seeing in the screen. This is appearing a little bit stronger. I think I'm getting it. But anyways, now a lot of people, when they have a lot of irritations and frustrations thrown in their face, and I don't like to use this terminology because it is used too loosely as far as I'm concerned these days, but that of narcissism and narcissistic behaviorisms, and the guilt game of playing victim and all that. And then, okay, I can hear an aircraft. And so, I could be that way as far as putting the blame onto somebody else for me even being on this platform, okay? Because I was introduced to this platform. And so we might end up having some colorations kicking off here. Yeah, we're getting it right now. All right. So, continuing on. Yeah, I could go down that road and play the blame game for all the miseries that I've endured while being on this platform. You know, and a lot of it, yeah, it's just, well, because it's my fault too. You know, just because of how I approach things, the narratives. And, you know, it's all about that karmic, all that karma stuff, and Murphy's Law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, which is the building blocks of our life's experiences. And so, over the last couple of years, yeah, I've gone through quite the transformation. And understanding that, and understanding how valuable that it has actually been, I don't feel victimized, and therefore I cannot, you know, post any blames of all these irritations and frustrations on the person that introduced me to this realm known as a YouTube. And Andy, I don't know if you're still watching or not. It's been a long time since you posted a comment, but I want you to know I am highly grateful for you introducing me to this hell. um, you know, yeah, I started off documenting this kind of stuff. And mind you, we have something, right? Okay, once again, I cannot see my screen that well. But if you look within the colorations, you might see that much more. Once again, I cannot see what I am recording, okay? So, as it gets brighter, I'm able to. But whatever these appear, and you are recording this kind of stuff, and if you're able to, you know, actually dim down the lighting, monkey around like that, uh, look, look above and within these colorations. Because I'm telling you, there's things that appear. So anyways, yeah, you know, I'm actually grateful for everything that I've been put through, basically, and that I put myself through while being on this platform. And you know, this is where it's going to get kind of crazy. It's because so much revolves around that year of 2017. Okay, that's the year that I turned 50 years old, and back when I was, I don't know, it was between the ages of 6 to 8 years old. I had three revelations, three prophetic revelations, if you will, about my life. And I've shared that with you in past content. Um, and which, as far as I'm concerned, they have all basically become reality. But 2017, I turned 50 years old. One of those prophecies was that death was to approach at 50 years of age. I thought that it meant that I was to die. Okay? Well, that was when my father passed away. And indeed, there was a part of me that died. Okay? I won't go into the other two premonitions, if you will. This is fading away. Let's go ahead and go over here and look at this real quick. But again, (2017), I also connect with the so-called prophetic tribulation period of the end times, which 2017 to 2024, 7 years, Donald Trump, and if you want to classify him as being the prophesied Antichrist, then you might be on the same page as me. Well, basically, that's when my content really started. And my troubles on this platform, 7 years worth. Yeah, I've had my own tribulation period. Donald Trump's a Gemini, I'm a Gemini. I told you, there's a lot of strangeness, okay. A great many things occurred in 2017, and I believe that our reality was also greatly altered globally during that year. So many events took place. So many different, oh, it was very crazy. That is a crow. Okay, we got a couple of crows, I believe. Yes. Gonna go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're gonna come right over my head? Alright, so continuing on. A lot of my observations, my sky observations, have not aligned with a lot of what we're told through science, especially that of space and the sun and the moon. Now, there's a theory that I put out there that it's a possibility through advanced technologies that there was possible an avoidance of cataclysmic destruction to our planet, and that we were moved locations in space. But that's if you are a believer that we are indeed residing on a spherical ball floating out in space, spinning round and round, and all of that. Because you also have to remember these supposed near-miss events with asteroids that we've had. We've also had DART. Remember? DART? And I also bring up certain episodes of Stargate SG-1 and that being a predictive programming material. Are you starting to see the pictures yet, people? For those that have been with me? And once again, a lot of these so-called epiphanies or revelations of mine, a lot of this wouldn't have happened without, once again, Andy being the catalyst and to bringing me onto this platform to where, I have basically shared the journey right along and what I've learned and what I've applied and what I still speak on. And basically, there has not been much change in my viewpoints of this, that, and the other thing. I still remain very open-minded, but I do have my firm beliefs, such as heaven is hell and hell's on earth. Part of a chorus from one of my favorite rock songs, just because of that line. Heaven is hell and hell's on earth. When you think about that and you apply that to reincarnation, and then you apply that to the story of creation through the Bible, God's creation. But I am also one that I am a believer in a classification that is known as being an interventionist, to where I believe, such as chapter 2 in the book of Genesis of the Bible, to where it loosely explains how man, what we know of as being Homo sapien man, was formed through a hybrid genetic process. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, everybody's always been curious, well, where's the Garden of Eden? Where's the Garden of Eden? Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's Earth itself. But eventually, through man's technology, we created a great divide between the one creator and brought forth these other gods. Start sliding on the ice. I brought forth the other gods that intervened and created more life onto this planet. Some life had to be destroyed. Other life was kept. But there was a barrier that was created, and that barrier is known as the time loop scenario. Kind of cool looking. I can hear another aircraft. I'm just putting thoughts out there, people. That's all. I'm not asking anybody to, to accept anything that I say. I'm not out trying to indoctrinate anything into anyone. I'm just expressing my own viewpoints and opinions and sharing them as I see them through my observations, experiences, and so on and so forth. That's it. But I have learned a lot in the last 7 years while doing this, 8 years, whatever. like I said, basically, as far as I'm concerned, began in 2017 when I started to do these little sky observation documentaries or whatever, doing these little vlogs of mine. And then, going through this transformation of belief systems, escaping the programming. And I'm expressing my freedoms in order to, to share. Regardless of what attempts have been done to silence me. But this is what? Yeah, another 20-minute video, so we're going to go ahead and end it right there. I think I said enough. I mean, there's a lot more that I could talk about as far as 2017 and prophecies and all that, but I just wanted to get a few things off my mind, and we got to see some pretty colors in the process and some other, you know, some other things. I don't know how well that's picking that up back in there. Yeah, it's still kind of crazy looking here. Alright, my hands are starting to freeze up now, so we're going to end this. As, well, more colors might start coming on. I don't know how well I captured anything, so. And I don't even know if I'll even review this before I post it. I might just go ahead and get it going. I'm still uploading this morning's video. So. And, well, more than likely, more content to come. Maybe less narration.